peanut butter and chocolate. A taste combination made in heaven. Seriously.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone. Starting off with 8 ounces of chocolate. I'm using dark chocolate. I bought this in a bar form and I chopped it up, but you could also use semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now when you buy chocolate like this, usually it's tempered, which means it has a nice hard snap to it when you break it, and it's also usually shiny. Now we need to melt this chocolate and we do not want it to lose its temper. Now in order to do that, you want to make sure that the temperature of your chocolate never gets above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So you need to melt this very, very slowly. Now I have my heat setting on my stove here at the lowest setting possible. And even at that, I took that pan off the stove several times during the melting process just to make sure the chocolate wasn't overheating. Now this takes a little bit of patience. It takes about 15 minutes or so to get it completely melted. And I used a candy thermometer just to continue to check the temperature to make sure I wasn't getting close to that 90 degrees. So after about 15-20 minutes of putting it on the stove and removing it and then stirring and stirring, all those chocolate pieces were melted. And when I checked the temperature, it was about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So I was successful and I did not go above that magic number. A special hello to anyone who might be watching this video from their Facebook page or from the littlethings.com website. If you want to see the recipe amounts and the written instructions, then click on the little YouTube icon on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and that'll take you to the YouTube page where this video appears. Click on show more below the video to see the description box, and you can find the recipe there. So once your chocolate is melted, you're going to spread it out onto a cookie sheet covered with a silicone mat, waxed paper, or even aluminum foil. Now, how much you spread it is up to you. If you want really thin bark, you can spread it quite a bit. I spread it out so that I had roughly the shape of an 8x10 piece of paper, more or less. Now you also need some peanut butter chips, about 3 ounces. These you can melt in the microwave. Just heat them long enough till they start to melt and then give them a stir. They melt very easily and you don't have to worry about their temperature. Now you'll notice there's also a bowl of chocolate chips on the counter that you can see. That was my first attempt at this recipe. The first time I made them, I melted the chocolate chips in the microwave and I left them in there much too long and the temperature was well above 100 degrees. So the bark didn't turn out very well, so I tried it again with the chopped chocolate instead. So drizzle the melted peanut butter chips over that chocolate layer, then use a skewer or a toothpick and just swirl them together. Just make artistic little swirls so it looks pretty. And then you're going to sprinkle on some Reese's mini peanut butter cups, or you could use regular peanut butter cups, the larger size, and just chop them up into small pieces. Once you're done, you just allow this to harden at room temperature, and it shouldn't take very long. Then cut it up into pieces using a sharp knife, or you can just break it apart using your hands. Here are the completed peanut butter bark pieces. This is delicious, especially if you love peanut butter and chocolate. And if you put this into a nice little treat bag with a ribbon, you could even give it as a gift to somebody. I'm going to include this recipe into my candy playlist. I have many other great recipes on that playlist, including homemade lollipops, gumdrops, and all sorts of different kinds of fudge. If you want to see this playlist or if you want to check out and subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click on your screen right now. If for some reason you can't click on your screen, all you have to do is go to YouTube, type in yoyomax12 into the search bar, and you can find me that way. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, it's the little things in life that matter the most.